Are you making this critical co-parenting mistake that's hurting your child's academic success? Let's get real. When there is a lack of communication and coordination, our kids are left feeling unsupported, and that negatively impacts their school performance and emotional well-being. Welcome to the Positively Inspired CoParenting podcast. Each week, we dive into a two-part series on different aspects of co-parenting, giving you the tools to transform your co-parenting journey. Today, we're kicking off part 1 of our series on the impact of co-parenting on children's academic performance. We'll reveal how effective communication and collaboration between parents can significantly boost your child's success in school. Through 2 captivating stories, we'll showcase the stark contrast between a seamless co-parenting approach and one that's a bit, uncoordinated. By the end of this episode, you'll see just how crucial it is for co-parents to join forces to create a stable and nurturing environment that fosters your child's academic and emotional growth. Buckle up, because we're about to get started. Right now is a great time to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell so you don't miss any episodes. I have twin boys. They are curious and energetic 11-year-olds who love math and video games. They're always up for a new adventure and explore the wonders of the world, especially if video games related. They are both super smart, but from time to time, they'll face challenges that leave them feeling like they're climbing Mount Everest without a guide. Rick and I have always put their education front and center, even after our divorce. We are always ready to help them with the school projects or lending a comforting ear. Back when we first divorced, Rick was working at a warehouse. He would juggle long hours and multiple responsibilities. But no matter how hectic things got, he never missed a beat when supporting our boys. Back when we first divorced, Rick was working at a warehouse. He would juggle long hours and multiple responsibilities. But no matter how hectic things got, he never missed a beat when supporting our boys. Both of us made an unwavering commitment to ensure our boys had everything they need to succeed in whatever they set their minds to. One Tuesday evening, Ethan was sitting at the dining room table. His math papers were laid open, surrounded by a pile of crumpled papers from his repeated frustrating attempts to solve a tricky problem. He was sighing heavily and burying his head in his hands. I was cooking dinner in the kitchen across the dining room. I noticed Ethan's struggle. I wiped my hands on a towel and walked over, asked him what was wrong. He told me he just didn't get it. This math problem didn't make any sense to him. He was very frustrated. Seeing his distress sprung me into action. I called Rick right away and asked if he could come over to help Ethan. Rick, who had been relaxing at home after a long day, didn't hesitate. Within minutes, he was over at the dining room table, and Ethan found himself with both his parents ready to tackle the problem together. We took turns explaining the concept, ensuring Ethan understood each step before moving on to the next. With a big smile spreading across his face, he finally understood the concept. He was so happy, and he learned something new. Rick and I exchanged a proud look. Rick listened closely, appreciating my quick thinking and my effort to involve him. He felt a deep sense of gratitude that I had reached out for support, reinforcing our partnership. Watching Ethan's eyes light up with understanding, Rick felt a surge of pride and satisfaction, knowing we had both contributed to this breakthrough. Ethan felt supported and understood, which boosted his confidence immensely. Seeing the joy and pride in his parents' eyes made him realize that they were truly a team, always there to help him succeed. Rick, absorbing my words, realized the importance of maintaining this level of collaboration. Our cooperation in this moment set the stage for regular academic check-ins, ensuring our boys always felt supported and secure. It reinforced our commitment to working together for our boys' success and well-being. The next day, Ethan went to school with newfound confidence. ready to tackle the challenges. His teacher noticed his enthusiasm and engagement during math lessons, which made Ethan feel proud and accomplished. This positive reinforcement boosted his love for learning. As the years have gone by, we continue to support our kids with their schoolwork. We set up schoolwork help days and a schedule to help them with difficult subjects, making sure they never feel alone in their academic journey. Our consistent involvement made a noticeable difference in the boys' confidence and attitude towards school. We also made it a point to attend parent-teacher meetings together. Our united front showed Elam and Ethan and their teachers that we are both committed to their education. This teamwork not only kept our boys' performance strong, but also strengthened the bond between Rick and I as co-parents. Ethan and Elam thrive with our support, knowing we're always there for them. I am relieved and grateful seeing their confidence grow. Rick appreciates the seamless communication and the positive impact it has in our family. Our cooperative approach created a stable and nurturing environment for Elam and Ethan, making them feel supported and loved by both parents. Through our consistent efforts, we demonstrate that clear communication and mutual support are key components of successful co-parenting, ultimately benefiting everyone involved.
All right, let's dive into the story of Emily. She's a bright, creative 10-year-old who splits her time between her mom Lisa's house and her dad Jack's place. Emily, she's got a knack for art, spending hours in drawing, painting, but when it comes to schoolwork, things get a little bit tricky. Her parents' inconsistent communication often leaves her feeling unprepared and anxious. Elisa, a freelance graphic designer, juggles multiple clients and deadlines from her home office. She's super creative, but sometimes gets so caught up in her work that she misses key deadlines about Emily's school projects. Jack, on the other hand, now he is a sales manager at a busy automotive dealership. Now, his job demands long hours and frequent travel. Despite his hectic schedule, though, he tries to spend quality time with his Emily. Let's face it, coordinating with Lisa about Emily's needs often falls through the cracks. Both Lisa and Jack want the best for Emily, but their disjointed approach and lack of coordination have left her caught in the middle, especially when it comes to her schoolwork. Now, their unresolved tensions and busy schedules make it challenging for them to provide the consistent support Emily needs. One evening at Lisa's house, Emily was packing her bag for school in the small study room Lisa had set up for her. The room was filled with Emily's drawings and art supplies, making it her favorite place to work. But tonight, she had a look of anxiety on her face. Oh, man, I hope I didn't forget anything, Emily muttered to herself as she checked her school bag. As she rifled through her bag, her eyes widened in horror. Oh no, my science project is at Dad's house. Panic set in, and she remembered the project was due the next day. Emily frantically called Jack, but he didn't answer. She tried calling him again, but still no response. Turning to Lisa, she said, "Mom, I left my project at Dad's, and it's due tomorrow." Lisa, not realizing how important the project was, she shrugged. "We can't get it now," she replied, her attention divided between Emily and the design project she was working on for a client. Emily felt a wave of frustration and helplessness wash over her. She sat on the couch in the living room, biting her nails, worrying about her grade. The next day at school, Emily nervously explained to her teacher why she didn't have her project. Her teacher frowned and noted the missed assignment, causing Emily to feel embarrassed and upset. As Emily walked back to her seat, she felt tears welling up in her eyes, her disappointment weighing heavily on her. Later that day, Jack finally returned Emily's call and learned about the missed project. He felt a pang of regret for not checking in with Lisa earlier, but his frustration, it quickly turned to anger. Why didn't Lisa remind Emily about the project, he thought, feeling the sting of their lack of communication. When Emily finally got back to Lisa's house, she tearfully explained what had happened. Lisa, realizing the importance of the project too late, felt a deep sense of guilt, but also frustrations towards Jack for not being available. This could have been avoided if Jack had been more responsible, she thought, feeling the weight of their disjointed efforts. Emily, feeling unsupported, retreated into her room. Her enthusiasm for school dampened. She put on her headphones and listened to her favorite music, trying to escape the loneliness of being caught between her parents' lack of coordination. And Jack and Lisa, both feeling guilty and frustrated, didn't address their communication issues directly. Their unresolved tensions continued to spill over into their interactions, affecting their ability to co-parent effectively. The incident highlighted the ongoing problem in their relationship, their inability to work together and communicate properly for Emily's benefit. The lack of cooperation left Emily feeling anxious and unsupported, showing how their failure to coordinate had a direct negative impact on her well-being and academic performance. The next day, Emily came home with a lower grade, feeling defeated and disheartened. She quietly placed her school bag on the floor and slumped onto the couch. Jack and Lisa both noticed her subdued demeanor, but their own frustrations kept them from addressing it immediately. That evening, Emily finally gathered the courage to speak up. "I wish you both talked more about my school stuff," she said, her voice full of disappointment. Her words hung in the air, a stark reminder of their ongoing failure to communicate effectively. Jack and Lisa exchanged a guilty look, each recognizing their part in the situation. But instead of addressing the root of the problem, they both retreated into their own thoughts, falling back into the familiar pattern of avoidance. As the night progressed, the tension in the house grew. Simple conversations turned strained, and the atmosphere, well, it was thick with unspoken frustration. Emily, feeling the weight of the unresolved issues, retreated to her room. She tried to distract herself with her favorite book, but the events of the day lingered in her mind. Later that night, as Lisa tucked Emily into bed, she noticed her daughter's red-rimmed eyes and tear-streaked face. "Mom, why don't you and Dad talk more?" Emily whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of sadness and confusion. Lisa's heart ached, seeing her daughter so upset. She gently stroked Emily's hair, searching for the right words to console her. "Sometimes it's hard for adults to communicate, but we both love you very much," she said softly, though the words felt hollow, even to her. Despite Lisa's comforting words, the impact of the lack of communication lingered. Emily felt isolated and unsupported. Her enthusiasm for school and other activities dampened. The unresolved issues between Jack and Lisa continued to create a tense and unstable environment for Emily. Their inability to effectively co-parent left lingering stress and conflict, highlighting the ongoing challenges of their separation. Emily's sense of security and well-being was continually affected, showing how the absence of coordination and communication in co-parenting can have lasting negative effects on a child's academic performance and emotional health. All right, let's pause and take a moment to contrast these two stories and dig into the lessons they serve up. In the first story, Sai and I are rock stars when it comes to co-parenting. We prioritize clear communication and collaboration. When Ethan hit a roadblock with his math homework, Sai immediately looped me in, leading to a seamless and supportive solution. Our regular academic check-ins and joint attendance at parent-teacher meetings show our commitment to our boys' education and well-being. This teamwork not only boosts Elam and Ethan's confidence and performance in school, but also strengthens the bond between Sai and I as co-parents. We create a stable and nurturing environment for our boys, making them feel supported and loved. Now let's flip the coin. Now, in Emily's story, her parents, Lisa and Jack, struggled big time with effective communication and coordination. When Emily forgets her science project at Jack's house, neither parent steps up to fix the situation. This lack of coordination leaves Emily feeling anxious and unsupported, hitting her academic performance and emotional well-being hard. Jack and Lisa's unresolved tensions and hectic schedules prevent them from providing the consistent support Emily needs, creating a tense and unstable environment that undermines her sense of security. Now, these stories, they are a masterclass in how your approach to co-parenting can make or break your kids' academic success and emotional health. By fostering open communication and collaboration, Co-parents can create a supportive environment that benefits everyone involved. In Ethan's case, Sinai's proactive approach and teamwork led to a harmonious and stable family life, allowing Ethan and Elam to thrive. In stark contrast, Emily's experience with her parents' lack of coordination and communication leads to ongoing conflicts and stress, negatively impacting her well-being and academic performance. These examples, they show that clear communication and mutual support are non-negotiables in successful co-parenting. By working together and prioritizing your child's needs, you can create a positive and nurturing environment that helps your kids flourish, both academically and emotionally. As we've seen in these stories, the impact of effective communication and collaboration in co-parenting is massive. In Ethan's story, Sai and I's commitment to working together made all the difference. Our proactive approach and teamwork not only helped Ethan overcome his struggles with math, but also strengthened our co-parenting relationship, creating a stable and supportive environment for Ethan to thrive. And on the flip side, Emily's story highlights the challenges and emotional toll that come from a lack of coordination and communication between co-parents. Lisa and Jack's disjointed approach left Emily feeling unsupported and anxious, negatively affecting her academic performance and emotional well-being. Their ongoing struggles with communication created a tense and unstable environment, showing just how crucial it is for co-parents to work together effectively. These stories clearly illustrate that successful co-parenting involves more than just managing daily tasks. It requires fostering a collaborative and communicative relationship that prioritizes the well-being of our children. By working together and maintaining open lines of communication, co-parents can create a secure and nurturing environment where their children can flourish both academically and emotionally. All right, folks, here's the deal. If you're facing similar challenges in your co-parenting journey, it's time to step up your game. Effective communication and collaboration are the keys. Take a moment to reflect on how you and your co-parent can improve your teamwork for your child's sake. Start by setting regular check-ins to discuss your child's academic needs and progress, and make sure you're both on the same page. Use tools like shared calendars or communication apps to stay organized and avoid misunderstandings. Your efforts in working together can create a stable, supportive environment that helps your child thrive both academically and emotionally. Prioritize open communication and mutual support and watch the positive impact unfold. Join us in our next episode where we'll continue our series on the impact of co-parenting on children's academic performance. Now, in part 2, we're going to explore the long-term academic benefits of effective co-parenting. We'll dive deeper into how consistent support, clear communication, and collaborative efforts between co-parents can lead to sustained academic success for your children. We'll provide practical tips and insights to help you build a strong co-parenting partnership that fosters your child's growth and development. Reflect on how you can apply these strategies to your own co-parenting journey and make a lasting positive impact on your child's education. Thank you for listening to Positively Inspired Co-Parenting. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Until next time, remember that working together and maintaining open communication can transform your co-parenting experience and set your child up for long-term success. We know your time is valuable, and we know there are many choices. So we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for deciding to spend your time with us. We will continue sharing cooperative co-parenting insights and strategies with you so we can all live more fulfilled and mindful lives together. If you'd like to learn more about cooperative co-parenting and bring all these benefits into your life, subscribe to this podcast. And for even more tips to improve your co-parenting partnerships, check out our blog at www.getpositivelyinspired.com/blog. See you on Thursday, and live on purpose. And remember, you are a positively inspired co-parent.